When I saw the program that talked about the secret military bases that were located in France, a hospital was mentioned, and it was the hospital where I was. So, I said to myself, what is a military man doing with a doctor looking at my X-rays? When I am a civil. I am a teenager. I was tested, and I had X-rays. These tests and X-rays my mother never had, because they lost them. There were many strange things that happened in my life, and I became interested in aliens, because I wanted to understand. But, for me, it was natural, you know. For example, I could hear rummaging around in my room at night. I knew that there were beings coming, maybe to take something.
Do you want to tell it or not right now?
I don't know how to talk about it. I was in my bed, and I was often afraid sometimes, because when you put your clothes a little bit in disorder, it makes shapes at night, you know. You have the illusion there is someone who is sitting on your chair. But this time, the shadow moved. And I was very afraid. I was in bed, and I could hear my cat walking around and make noise while playing, but this time, it wasn't the cat, because the cat was in my parents' room. But what was it? So, I tried to turn around to see what was making that noise, but I was literally stuck, face down in my bed. And I couldn't move, as if held down. A force was holding me down. I couldn't move. The other times, I slept on my back. So, I just had to do this, you know. That's when I first saw it.
What did you feel?
I wasn't scared, because I didn't see him right away. He was in the dark. I didn't see the color of his skin, the color of his eyes. I just saw a shadow going through my drawer. What was he doing? He was rummaging around. And then I said to him, I see you. And he turned around and came closer. I have my night light on, and I see his face. No hair, no pupil, eyes all red, and green skin. He says to me, can you see me? Yes, I can see you. You are not supposed to. He sits down on the end of the bed, and he says, hello, my name is Victor. And I say, sorry, I am emotional. So I say to him, but what are you doing here? I'm protecting you. But I'm not supposed to contact you. I'm supposed to be discreet. He says, I'll probably get in trouble. And then he disappears. I wake up in the morning. I tell my parents about it. My parents look at me and says, it's an imaginary friend, like all kids do. But I'm clever. My father has a small tape recorder that is activated by voice. You know, the little recorders for the secretaries. I put this under my bed. If he ever comes back, it will record his voice. A few nights later, he comes back. And he speaks to me. And we have a conversation. And everything was recorded on the tape. The tape that I kept for quite a while, and that mysteriously disappeared afterwards. We could clearly hear that it was not me who had another voice or a possession.
Did you make your parents listen to it?
Of course. So it was amazing, because my mom had said to me, but we hear talking in your room at night. Did you leave the TV on or your stereo or something? No. I was talking to him, Mom. And then when I played them the tape, the face of my parents.
Why was he going to rummage through your stuff?
I guess, to borrow things. He would study them. and then bring them back. But, sometimes, he wouldn't bring them back, so, that's why I had things that were disappearing.
So, if things go missing from your home for a long time, they end up in spaceships somewhere.
Maybe. But, what I think is fantastic, I started to have more meetings with him. He had the exceptional authorization of the Alliance of Planets to communicate with me. I knew he was still there, but it was only me who could see him. For the moment.
Has anyone else seen it?
Yes. This is what happened. One day, I was at school, my father was at work. And my mother often said, "Stop it, you're scaring me with all this, I'm not reassured." She was alone, at home. And suddenly she felt, sometimes it happens, you feel that someone is behind you. And you turn around, like that, and nothing. She felt, there was someone with her.